What's up, guys? It's Mrjamvad, and today I'd like to share something with you guys. So this is my Discord. It's a Discord designed to help people who are newer, or if you're advanced but you want to take it to the next level. It's a supportive group where there is no judgment. You can ask any question. It's all about learning and helping your fellow man, or if you want simply to find somebody to ladder with, because that's also super fun, or you want team building help, whatever you need. You wanted to talk about some anime. It's just a wonderful, all-encompassing Pokemon Discord, the best on the internet, I believe. And I've heard that in PM several times, the most welcoming community, yada yada yada. But the reason I'm here is something I read. I was reading this book called U Squared today. Very short book, 35 pages. Already completed it in like 2 hours or an hour. Not the fastest reader, I know. But this quote in there really struck me, and that's what inspired this video. And I decided to share it with my Discord because it also relates to Pokemon. But you guys know I'm far more invested in your development as people than Pokemon. It's just a means to an end for me. And so it says, your skepticism, which you presume is based on rational thinking, an objective assessment of factual data about yourself, is rooted in mental junk. Your doubts are not a product of accurate thinking, but habitual thinking. Years ago, you accepted flawed conclusions as correct, began to live your life as if those were warped as if those warped ideas about your potential were true, and seized the bold experimenting and living that brought you many breakthrough behaviors as a child. Now it is time to find the faith you had in yourself before. And this is by a guy called Prince Pritchett. Incredible book. And so I said to them, read this just now and it spoke to my soul. It made me think of people who have mentally caged themselves to believe that they are only on a blank level, as far as Pokemon is concerned, which I know is rubbish. And so I was thinking, well, if they're thinking that about themselves, what areas am I doing the same? And I could think of several. And so I was just another moment that I was like, man, I'm so grateful for this, because what I've noticed in doing coaching, right? I'll get a guy, and obviously, if you pay me for coaching, then you assume that I can get you from where you are to where you'll be. You're paying me for the results. So if your goal is 2,000 top the ladder, I can get you there, and that's what you pay me for. And so oftentimes I'll get a player, let's say he's 1,300, and he's like, Jam, his goal generally will be, Jam, I just want to get to 1,600, or I want to get to top 100. His goal is usually like a little bit, or in his mind, or her mind, I've had female clients as well, in their mind, to be, it's on average about 300 points above where they are. Now, I know when I'm talking to that person that they could get to the top. Like, literally, there's a process to it, right? I've uncovered the process, detailed that in the book. You follow it. That's the key. People get it, read it. I get it. Don't follow it. Don't get the results. And so with that, I'm going to share with you guys what my vision is for the website. So I'm building a website. Now, initially, my website vision was like Mrjamvad Academy. That was the name of it. And, it would have everything dealing with Pokemon, like Draft League, dealing with VGC, and dealing with Smogon. And it would be a one-stop shop to teach everybody the competitive things they need to get into those formats in a simplistic, easy to follow way. That's key. Simplistic and easy to follow. Now, I have two people currently who have been shout outs to guys. I don't know if their usernames on YouTube is that, but I think it's God's Pacho. I always just call him God's, so I never really, and Ish, I think it's Ishmael, right? Super dope people, and Exceeda Zatu as usual. Physical book would not be out if he didn't push me to get it just right. And so huge shout outs to that team, right? They've been behind the scenes killing it. I am super indebted to them. And so in reading this, I'm like, you know what? I'm scared to ask for, I won't say I'm scared, that's not the word, but I'm reluctant. Right here it says that, your skepticism, I was skeptical. And I presume that it's subjective and whatnot. But then I look back at all the things that I've done that I didn't expect. Writing a fucking book. I have 2 of those things. I can't believe it. One of them is just in like, holy shit, I have a book, and one of them I actually use in writing and all that stuff when I'm like reteaching myself. And so I'm like, that was just an idea at the end of 2017. You know what I mean? And so in the same way with that guy that's 1300, when I eventually, and in his mind he's like, 1600 is impossible, and I give him one tweak and he gets to 1600 in a week. And then now it's like, damn, I could have gotten 1600 in a week with just a change in information. I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, if he really thought he couldn't get to 1600, what's my version of 1600 that I'm thinking I can't get to, but is very possible? You know what I'm saying? What is that? What is my version of that? And am I really capable of a 1900 level of whatever that is? And I'm just in the 1300 thinking I'll never get there, or it's going to take forever. And so I'm just like, boom, I'm going to seek the information. I'm going to take the action. I'm going to find a battle. Find a battle is always the answer, guys. Find a battle. And that extends beyond Pokemon, obviously. But here are my goals for the website. Long term, right? I want a first grade level of user navigation. Very simple, not long text, not a bunch of text in one area, and the information will be prepared with the appropriate video. Meaning, if you click Draft League, it's literally very simplistic, because I want anybody to be able to learn. If they want to learn about Draft League, they don't feel overwhelmed. If they want to learn about Smogon, they don't want to feel overwhelmed. If they want to learn about VGC, they don't want to feel overwhelmed. It's just very simple. Okay, step 1, step 2, and then a video complementing that, explaining that idea or how you can go about it. And you know, this may be a tall order. I don't know shit about websites. If you want to help with this project, I'm accepting anybody who wants to help with any of the things that I'm going to have on this. This is not a negotiable thing. It's going to happen one way or the other. And so that's the first step. Very simple user navigation. I also want it to be a gorgeous website visually. Like, I want it to be, if you're very good with that and you want to help contribute, it's gotta, like, I want it to be gorgeous. So when you come on, it's like well fucking done. You know, it's not just some shabby website. And that's not a shade to anything. That's just my desire. I want it to be visually pleasing to the people who visit that site. Because remember, the goal is to grow the community, not only grow it, but to where people can be competent at this game at a different level. So rather than most ladder players not knowing what they're doing, when you hop on the ladder, you better come about your wits, because you know, if they ran through the academy, or you know, this is not going to be called the academy, the website, I'll reveal that later on, but when they run through that, oh, you're about to get messed up if you haven't been there either. And so that's what I want. That's what I'm envisioning. And so if you want to be a part of that in any way, shoot me a PM on Discord. I'm like the easiest person on earth to get in contact with, as most of you guys have learned. So just shoot me a PM. It's always funny when people are like, I can't believe you responded. I'm like, why the fuck wouldn't I respond? I literally left PMs open. But yeah, and so I also want a forum that allows for users to be followed and have followers that are notified when they post things. So almost like a mixture of Twitter and like Instagram in a way. And so what my idea of that is, let's say I want to promote quality within the forum. So let's say your name is Bing Bob 45, right? And I know Bing Bomb 45 puts out the meanest teams. I want to incentivize this Bing Bomb, whatever, Big, I'll just call him Bob. I want to incentivize Bob to put out teams because he has a ton of followers and everybody knows Bob puts out fire teams. And so currently, if you're like a quote unquote nobody, there's not a great way for people to have access to your teams unless you like pass them to a YouTuber and they use it and blah, blah, blah. But if you really enjoy team building, or you just love spreading positive messages or whatever, I want people to be able to follow you. And it's very similar to like something like that. Be able to like, oh shoot, Bob posted a team. Bet I'm about to use that. And Bob can get that rush of knowing that, damn, I just produced good work. You know what I'm saying? Or you can just give out like just general advice or whatever. and just have it be like that. Now, again, I don't know anything about all this stuff and what goes in the back end of that, but that's what I'm committed to having happen. It's possible, most certainly, and so if it's possible, I want it. The 3 is adding Pokemon Go to the list. So initially, it was gonna be Draft League, VGC, and Smogon. But I've recently discovered that Pokemon Go has a scene, and I YouTubed it, and there's like a massive scene. So imagine if people from Pokemon Go who are casuals get pulled to the site through Pokemon Go stuff, and then they realize, oh, there are other formats. We grow the community, and it's just such a beautiful thing because Pokemon has provided me with so many friends, so many of my best experiences. In high school, I didn't even have a ton of friends. Now I'm cool as shit, but back then my social skills, I was a bit more shy. I wasn't as talkative, and so I didn't have a ton of IRL friends moving from Jamaica to America, and so that a lot of it was my Pokemon friends. I'd go online, we'd grab some games, and I don't regret that. Like, I'm sure a lot of your friends currently are from the internet. And that's what the academy also focuses around. Like, a lot of your best friends you'll meet for years, you'll probably meet in the academy. Super dope stuff. And so adding Pokemon Go to the list. So if you know a lot about Pokemon Go and you want to write and help people get through that, please shoot me a PM. I'll take all the help I can get. Now, this one is one that came up in my mind just kind of randomly. And if this can happen, man, like, remember this video, guys. Remember this video, because it's going to be something that when this actually happens, you're going to look back at it like, damn, Jam actually had the vision. I want a magazine or a newsletter or something of that. Of all the things that went down that month, in every format, and articles posted frequently of all formats that can help players gain info. So basically, it's like a magazine, a competitive Pokemon magazine, where, like, let's say you don't play Draft League or you don't play Smogon or whatever, but you're curious about it. Let's say the tier changes happen. You're like, dang, I haven't been able to play this month because I've been busy with work, busy with school or whatever. And so, but you still love competitive Pokemon. You can have, you can check out the magazine and it'll show you, oh yeah, this month on Smogon, Cinderace banned, the usage is this much, new and unique sets. In Draft League, because I want to make a centralized Draft League too, or have people, because I don't want to do all this myself. I just want to gather people who already have a passion for this and give them a platform to, because I have the connections, so I can get the audience if I needed to. I might have the biggest channel, but I can get in contact with most people. And so if I can get a centralized kind of like, this is the Draft League of all Draft Leagues, and I want to, when I grow it to the point where I can pay people for paying, like, I want to have like a group of writers that focus on the magazine. So if you like to write and you want to contribute to this product, I want to grow it to a point where I can eventually pay these people to write about a game they love to play, research all that stuff, and just like pay them to write the articles and all that. I mean, you can do it for free, but I want to share the wealth and like give you something for what you're giving me, because again, I'm not proficient in any of this, and so I want the community to run all of this, and then pay them pretty much. And so that magazine newsletter will involve everything Pokemon Go. It's not like random stuff like new games coming out and all that. Like Cerebi. Like Cerebi's like general news. I'm talking strictly competitive Pokemon stuff. Now they may overlap, but I don't want to replace Cerebi. I just want this to be a competitive Pokemon hub, mecca. And after that, I want to eventually interlink Smogon, Cerebi, VGC sites, all of those sites, to where, again, like, let's say you're reading an article and they're talking about this Pokemon. I want to have a Cerebi link in there so you can actually go to Cerebi, because Cerebi has a beautiful platform that shows you all the information about the Pokemon themselves, but I don't want to have all that information. Smogon has amazing resources for information, I'm not trying to rebuild Smogon movesets. I'll just click a hyperlink. I have a little hyperlink that you can click. Boom, it takes you to Smogon. That gives them traffic. That introduces you to Smogon, to VGC, to Pokemon Go, to Draft League sites. Because, what's his name? His name's slipping. Automatic created a beautiful Draft League site. I want to integrate everything. Now, this is one that may surprise you. I want to have several different coaches within. So, obviously, well, you might not know, I have coaches for Pokemon. And, well, I coach. Like, I can literally, I've discovered the process. That's how I wrote the book, blah, blah, blah. And I've coached probably in the hundreds now. It might be like 200 or dozens. I always say dozens, so I'm not like embezzling. But it's probably over 100 now people on upping their level in Pokemon. And so that's where the info from the book came from, real world experience. And I've been doing this for a while my damn self, play at the highest level, whatever. And so I want to have people who follow. Well, I'm going to coach them after you read the book, all that stuff, and go under like an intensive training, because I just don't want somebody who topped the ladder. Oh yeah, go coach, and he doesn't know how to teach, but he knows how to play. That's very different. And I don't want people who are paying money, because if a coach fucks up, I'm like, give your money is going back. And then he's getting removed off the team. But that's besides the point. I want to have like a team of coaches for every format. And so if you want to learn more about Draft League, boom, you can do that. Boom, you can go see him. Boom, you can go see her. Boom, you can go. And these coaches have to keep up to date with their skill. But that'll also tackle the demand, because I get a lot of requests. I can't do them all. And also, to get me, it's going to be a little more than necessarily to probably get one of these guys if I have more. And so, it might be at a more affordable rate. And it can allow people who enjoy Pokemon, again, to make some money off their skill sets. Obviously, there's no forced coaching. If you don't want to pay anybody for coaching, then don't pay anybody. There's a million free resources. That's what the site's about. But if you want that one-on-one interaction, I want to train and have a team of probably like 12 to 15 coaches, several, maybe even different tiers, and all that stuff. So you can get one-on-one interaction with some of the best at what they do, and then just up your own game. I want to have a landing page that shows competitive Pokemon news, and I didn't write this one down, but I also want to have a ton of tournaments with cash prizes. Like, I know the singles domain, the Draft League domain, doesn't really get a lot of, like, VGC, you can win money and whatnot, but, I want to have my own. I want to fund these things so the community can grow, and you also have some incentive. And so as we grow, maybe even massive cash prizes. Like, if we have a big tournament per year, it's a G, you know what I mean? A $1,000 cash prize for first place kind of thing. So where like, bet, like now I'm in it. Or a draft league, if we do an annual draft league and I make not the Mrjamvad league. I don't want it to be centered by me, because it's going to require the entire community to come together. But please share this video, share this information, share this, because anybody who who might be interested in helping, have them PM me. The link is in the description for the Discord, and then you'll be able to find me in there. Shoot me a PM, boom, it's that simple. But yeah, man, I just announced the vision for what I want. Tall order, but I do believe that it is possible. And again, just to go back, in the beginning, it says your skepticism, which you presume is based on rational thinking and an objective assessment of factual data about yourself, is rooted in mental junk. Guys, there was a time where cars didn't exist. There was a time where the internet was inconceivable. You can look at somebody, do you know how inconceivable it is that somebody can FaceTime you? You know what I mean? Like, the phone captures your image, and not only captures it, but sends it to somebody else almost instantly. It feels instantly. Captures your voice in the same pitch, tone. That is fucking insane. So I know we can definitely do this. And so Again, if you want to be a part of that mission, definitely shoot me a PM. I'll add as many people to the team as wants to. I have the different teams. I'll have the web team who are developing the website, the people who are developing the forums, the people who are, want to do coaching, the people who want to help set up tours, because I'm going to appoint everybody. You guys are going to run the site. You guys are going to have the power, right? To Discord, y'all don't even know, but most of the people here, I've been paying attention, they're going to run the Discord. They're going to have the administrative power and all that. I'm just here as the figurehead for now, and in case certain things, like the final kind of boss, so to speak. But for the most part, I'm trying to spread this wealth, and if I can grow this big enough, actually pay people to do something they love, even if it's just a little extra income on the side, But yeah, that's it. Let me know what you guys think in the description. And yeah, we're going to make it happen. Thanks for watching. And a video will be out later today. Uber Sunday, baby. Peace.